Yeah, I think about that sometimes. Sometimes I use my imagination and pretend I'm a unicorn. But I was thinking about being an artist at New Directions or an art teacher. You can get creative with it.
I had my first child at the age of 20, which is Salia.
I'm 8 years old and I am in 3rd grade.
And had a C-section. And being prescribed pain medication was ultimately my downfall. So I graduated from prescription to the street drug, ultimately, which was heroin. When you wake up, the first thing you think about is how am I going to get my fix today, which usually involved doing something that I probably shouldn't have done. There's a lot of wreckage that is caused from addiction, and you have to face the reality of it. And so my role as a wife to my husband, my role as a mother was completely irrelevant. I disregarded that responsibility, and I was willing to completely walk away from them, and I did. Ultimately, that led to an intervention. They had to hire a professional and our 2-year-old daughter and say, if you do not get treatment, you will not see her anymore. Something that day had me going because I walked out of the house to go off to treatment. So after not seeing Salia for 60 days, I felt extremely guilty. She was extremely excited to see me, but I also saw fear in her eyes. She looked up at me. I'm gonna cry. She looked up at me and immediately just got extremely concerned that if I was coming or not. And so that was pretty tough.
Yeah, she really means a lot to me. And I don't want to see her go away, or it just makes me sad.
And so a lot of my first days being reunited with her, I tried to make up for lost time. I remember laying with her and singing songs with her as we were going to bed. She was with me all the time. We went on a lot of walks, and it meant a lot that I was at a facility that was that flexible and understood how important it was for my daughter to experience that with her mother. Recovery is the greatest thing that ever happened to Salia and to me. She was able to learn how to write her name at the age of 2 because of the care that she got at the daycare. I did parenting classes. I didn't think I needed parenting classes. I had to learn. Being active in addiction the first few years of her life, I didn't really fully experience or learn what I needed to do as a mother. For my children, I have high hopes for them. I've been blessed to given the opportunity to really raise a strong girl that knows her worth, a girl that knows who she is.
We have this thing called Art Masters at school, and it's where we learn about a famous artist and we copy the art that he did. When it was my turn, I felt a little nervous inside, but I knew I could do it. We learned about an artist named Peter, I forgot his last name, but he was born somewhere that started with an N and ended with a lands. He paints these really cool flowers. They're like different colors or little pieces. I just really like it, and I like to see the art around me, like grass or meadows. Or I would like to draw me.